Unsurprisingly, the Suba movement rose up, but the Suba movement, interestingly, was based primarily on language. And this is interesting how it's evolved over time from the Khalistan movement originally in terms of a sovereign homeland for the Sikh community. They argued originally on the basis of language, saying, look, we are a different identity, we're a different culture, of course we're a different religion, but all these other areas are getting their own region, their own sovereign regions, primarily based on language, Hindi for India, etc., Urdu for Pakistan, I think it was at the time. So why can't we as Punjabis have our own Punjabi state? And that was basically the premise of the Suba movement, which then in turn evolved over time into a more religious-based, a Sikhi-based argument, saying, well, look, we are, as a religion, we are an independent religion, we're not part of Hinduism. Even the Constitution tries to perpetuate that lie, that's why it was never signed by the Sikh community. But the Sikh religion is an independent, autonomous religion, and on that basis it demands its own sovereign homeland, in much the way the Muslims got Pakistan and Bangladesh, East Pakistan as it was at the time. The Hindus got India, so why couldn't the Sikh community have their own Sikh state of Khalistan? So that was a lot of that. And one of the arguments I always bring is the RSS, and this still baffles me. The RSS is this extreme right-wing Hindu nationalist movement. It is always argued for a Hindu Rashtra, basically a sovereign Hindu state that is primarily Hindu, that has a Hindu population and is run along the lines of the Hindu culture. Yeah, absolutely. That is your democratic privilege. By all means, have a Hindu Rashtra, but at the same time, then grant the Sikh community their own sovereign nation, Khalistan, because then everyone's a winner. Nobody who isn't a Hindu wants to be part of a Hindu Rashtra. Why would they? Because Hindu extremism, Hindu nationalism is really exclusive. It is, we are Hindus, we run this nation on behalf of the Hindu population, to the exclusivity of anybody else. So nobody else would want to live in a Hindu Rashtra. That's fine. But then why not argue for Khalistan? Why not grant Khalistan? Because then you immediately get rid of your biggest existential threat, the Sikh community, who you are constantly targeting with violence, threats, etc., to your own detriment, to your own reputation. Why not grant the Sikh community Khalistan? It's just a small geographical area, and with that one single political move, you remove your greatest problem, your greatest thorn in your side, and you make tens of millions of Sikhs extremely happy, who will likewise become, I have no doubt, an ally in the region to you as well.